Genesis 8:12. And he stayed yet another 7 days, and sent forth the dove, and she returned not again to him any more. Sometimes we take things in, we let them stay in, but there comes a point we just gotta be willing to hand everything over back to the Lord and trust Him with it. Too many times we hold on to things too long when He should have been handed them over a long time ago. We need to just release it and let Him see to it. Okay, Hosea 6:1-8. Come, let us return unto the Lord, for He has torn and He has healed us. He has smitten and He has bound us up. The Lord sometimes breaks us. The Lord allows us to be broke. Sometimes He may bring things upon us. In the Exodus, when they were crossing the Red Sea, it wasn't the devil that caused the waters to fall on the Egyptians, it was the Lord. Because it brought forth His greater good. Sometimes the Lord does things to us to bring us to Him, which is the greater good. Is it wrong? No, because it's the Lord. Sometimes He has to punish us. Sometimes He has to allow us to face pain so we can come to a stronger relationship with Him. After 2 days will He revive us, and the third day He will raise up and shall live in His sight. Now this is kind of a metaphor to Jesus. He died. On the third day He rose. Because of Him we can live. Now Israel was dead. Spiritually. They're going to be punished. But what it's saying is, you will be revived. We're, as Christians, revived through Jesus. We're revived through our faith in the Lord. It's what renews us, what gives us life, is faith in Him. Then shall we know, if we follow on to know the Lord. He's going forth, is prepared as the morning, and He shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and former rain unto the earth. Humble. We should be humble to the Lord. The Lord is the Lord. The Lord is great and powerful. The fact that we can talk to Him is only by His mercy. The fact that we can receive things from Him is only by His love and grace. We need to recognize this when we come to Him. We're not the center of the universe, but He cares for us anyway. He don't have to give us what we want, but sometimes He chooses to. We need to be humble about things. Put them in their true perspective. That way we'll better recognize who we are. Because if we're not humble, then we're not recognizing God for the great, wonderful Creator that He is. We're not putting Him as our true Lord. Because we're putting Him up, maybe we're putting up high, but we're putting ourselves so close to Him. No, He's far above us. We're fortunate enough to be able to be His servants. He gives us so much more. Okay, verse 4. O Ephraim, what shall I do unto you? O Judah, what shall I do unto you? For your goodness is as a morning cloud, and as early dew, it goes away. Ephraim represented Israel as the largest portion of Israel. Judah was the southern kingdom. Judah would fall, but they'd come back. Israel would go into captivity, never truly come back. Now, of course, there's a remnant of them that stayed faithful. I believe the Lord stayed with those that were faithful, but for the majority part, Judah would have a revival. Israel would just have the remnant. Therefore, verse 5, therefore have I honed them by the prophets, I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and your judgments as are the light that goes forth. For I have desired mercy and not sacrifice, the knowledge of God more than burnt offerings. You know, if we don't got our heart right with the Lord, what we're doing truly does not matter. Because the motivation behind it is not right. It's, well, we do this because we're supposed to do this. It's not we do this because we love our Lord and we're serving Him. You know, we see in Genesis, the first offering, Cain's heart was not right. Was simply, if that's all that it was, his heart wasn't in the right place. Abel's was. If Cain's heart was in the right place, it wouldn't have mattered to him what happened with Abel. Oftentimes, it's always a heart condition. Yeah, he did give an offering, but it wasn't accepted because his heart wasn't right. If our heart isn't right, what we're doing isn't truly out of love for the Lord. Israel was doing these offerings, these sacrifices, but their relationship with the Lord wasn't nowhere near what it should be. Oftentimes we do these things, we go to church, we do this, we do that. But at the end of the day, are we serving the church? Or is our heart right with the Lord when we're serving Him? We need to have a heart right with the Lord to serve Him. Verse 7. But they like men have transgressed the covenant. There have I dealt treacherously against them. They broke the law, they sinned. So the Lord's punishment. They sinned, and the Lord finally sends judgment upon them for their sins. And oftentimes, it's at the point, why? Why don't you show mercy? And He was showing mercy, otherwise you would have got it a long time ago. He gave you time to change. Now He's going to have to break you so you can turn to Him. Sometimes He has to break us. It's hard, but He does it for our best effort, interest. Gilead is a city of them that work iniquity, and as is polluted with blood. You know, this is referring to what they did. They would do human sacrifice, something the Lord forbid. The Lord notices what we do, even when other people may not know it, even when other people may hide it. He knows what we're doing. We don't need to try to hide anything to Him. We just need to come, confess to Him, and follow Him. It's what both Israel and Judah should have done. Judah later would.